Help me. Please help me.
The Fly is a 1986 body horror film that is directed and co-written by David Cronenberg, starring the iconic Jeff Goldblum and Geena Davis. When scientist Seth Brundle tests his teleportation device on himself, the experiment at first seems very successful until he slowly starts transforming into this monstrous insect. The Fly is a remake of the 1958 film based on the short story, but I feel like this version is far superior than those versions just because it explores deeper themes than just being a straight up monster movie. Cronenberg explores the themes of toxic masculinity, as well as the power dynamics between men and women, fear of pregnancy, relationships, love, and this is all packed in a movie about a man that turns into a fly, which is just crazy to me. Cronenberg is known for being the pioneer for the subgenre of body horror, but he also creates very compelling characters that makes his work elevated to another level. Jeff Goldblum gives one of his best performances here in this movie as this awkward yet very charming scientist. He slowly makes a transition from this awkward guy into this overly masculine, macho, controlling dude that we just didn't know before. What I love about this remake is that the fly transformation doesn't happen immediately like in the 1958 version. Instead, it happens over the course of the film, and to me that just makes it even more tragic. This feels like a tragic love story between Seth and Veronica. She so desperately wants to save him from becoming this creature, but she's also at the same time afraid of this violent, abusive man he's turned into. Geena Davis also gives one of her best performances in this movie as Veronica. She is the love interest of Seth, and you could tell she is this emotionally damaged person from the past in her different relationships she's had with men. So Seth seems like a breath of fresh air at first until his slow transformation into this fly thing, and it brings out qualities that she's seen in men many times before. This movie and John Carpenter's remake of The Thing have some of the best practical effects and makeup put to screen ever. The Thing is another body horror film that I can't wait to talk about, but that's something for another day. The makeup and practical effects by Chris Wallace in this film for Seth turning into this fly are so grotesque that it's really hard to watch sometimes. It makes it even harder to see because we actually care about his character and Geena Davis's character, and we want to see them have a happy ending. Unfortunately, they don't get a happy ending though. Seth's obsession with his work becomes his downfall as Veronica is forced to put him out of his misery. The whole film feels like a metaphor for terminal diseases, which is why I think it's much more powerful this way, and it connects to something in our reality besides being just science fiction. Jeff Goldblum gives a really powerful line near the end of the film that is just so heartbreaking to watch.
I'm saying I'm an insect who dreamt he was a man and loved it. But now the dream is over and the insect is awake.
No, Seth.
I'm saying I'll hurt you if you stay.
So if you want a scary movie that has layers that is going to make you think, this will be right up your alley. I'm going to give the movie 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode of 31 Days of Horror.